Hey everyone, I'm Epion, and today we're playing some Commander on MTGO. Looks like our opponent is playing Brion Stoutarm, and we're playing Ertai Wizard Adept. This hand is actually just fine, so we will keep it. We'll go ahead and start out with this Cryptologist. And we'll go ahead and cycle this Gitaxian Probe. Okay, so a Nykthos and 2 white lands, so that's fine. And there's the red one. Okay, we'll go ahead and level up this Enclave Cryptologist so we can use it for filtering if we want. Yep, Lightning Greaves. Okay, we'll go ahead and play Ertai. And we'll send it back. Okay, there's Nykthos. I'm assuming this is going to be Trencher. Nope. Spear. Okay. Okay, we'll go ahead and play an island, and we'll send it back. Okay, Tormenting Voice. So you already had to discard a card, so we're definitely going to counter that just for extra value. This Ertai deck definitely favors the long game over the short one. It basically can't do anything until we can get to more than enough mana to counter something and also develop the board state. Okay, land. Spark Trooper. Yeah, we don't really have anything else to spend this mana on right now, so we just have to do this. I think what we're gonna do is play this Azure Mage. And then we'll send it back. We'd like to have a way to do something with our mana every turn, even if it's not countering a spell. Okay, that's fine. I don't actually care about that. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and play these Greaves, and then we'll equip them to Ertai just for extra protection, and then we'll send it back. Okay, Cliff Drop Retreat. Aladdin. No, I don't feel like I want my Lightning Greaves taken away. So we'll go ahead and use Dissolve. I don't think we want an Augur, so we're going to put that on bottom. Go ahead and play this Jace's Phantasm. It's just a 1/1 right now, but it gives us something to at least play with our mana for the time being. Ooh, the new Evolving Wilds. Oh, it's gone. Here it is. I definitely think that's one of the prettier cards that they came out with in this set, as far as lands go. I think it's funny that that's art for something like an Evolving Wilds, which doesn't see a ton of play. Okay, there's Strong Arm. We'll go ahead and counter that. That's not something that we have a way to deal with on board, so it definitely has to be... it's a must counter as far as we're concerned right now. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and level up this Enclave Cryptologist. We really need to start getting the actual draw off of that card. I keep skipping through my attacks with this Azure Mage and Phantasm. That's not good. The unfortunate thing is, as long as spells are getting played, we don't have the ability to draw cards. Mark of Mutiny. It's gonna get sacrificed. I think we have to just let that happen. Because for 4 mana still untapped, that could actually just be much worse for us. So yeah, we're just going to let that happen. Okay, equip the boots. Yep. Hit for 4. And sacked, presumably. Yep. Okay, let's go ahead and level up this Cryptologist. And draw a card. And we'll go ahead and get in there. Sacrifice a creature, you gain life. You'll sacrifice a creature. Yep, that's fine. Boy, that's some interesting art. Jeez. Okay, now we'll go to end step, and we'll go ahead and flash into Fury. Okay, let's go ahead and draw off of Cryptologist. Alright, and Spear is live right now, so we're not going to attack. Barrage of Expendables. That's also fine. All of these sack outlets don't do anything without creatures. Mass Mutiny. No, definitely not. We're going to use Mana Leak for that. That does put us out of being able to flash in Arcanist, which is unfortunate. But we'll go ahead and use Silvermer. Give us access to a little bit more mana. So right now Spear isn't live, so we have the ability to attack. So let's go ahead and attack with these guys. Oh, Hammer of Perforos is definitely something we care about. That's really good, being able to hammer lands into creatures. So we're definitely going to dissolve that. We still don't really have much going on as far as creatures are concerned. Alright, we're gonna draw off Enclave. Okay, Invocation. And there's Talrand. So let's go ahead and draw off Enclave again. Good, there's the land we wanted. Spear is live, so we're definitely not going to attack into that. And we'll send it back. Spear's actually doing a really good job of keeping us at bay. Our creatures are pretty valuable on their own, and they're not doing a ton of damage, so losing them to something like Spear is obviously not great value. It obviously means that this is going to be a super long grindy game if we don't have the ability to deal with this. What we may have to do is... Oh, puppet strings. Wow, that's absolutely not something... Well, is it? Do we care about that? It can still affect our Enclave Cryptologist and our Myr. No, I don't think I feel comfortable having that on the board. So we're gonna go ahead and counter it. Alright, and we're going to flash in Talran. This should hopefully get us some expendable guys to start attacking with. Yeah, we still don't really... I mean, there's something to be said, I guess, for moving Lightning Greaves over to, say, Teferi and attacking for 3. And then, you know, protecting from Spear. I guess with no cards in hand, that's a fine play, but... I'm still not totally in love with that play. Sphinx Ambassador is always a fun card. That may be something we'll... Oh, there's the Commander again. What are you gonna do with that guy? That guy absolutely can't live. Okay, and we'll go ahead and flash in Arcanist so we can get some more card draw as well. We still haven't really found any of our real threatening creature cards yet. But Spear is not live right now, so we'll go ahead and get in there for this damage for sure. And then we'll send it back. Okay, and now end of turn, we're gonna flash in Sphinx Ambassador. We're still drawing just a ton of lands. So let's go ahead and move these Lightning Greaves over to the Sphinx. So we can attack without having to worry about Spear. So what can we search for? For a creature card. Okay. Alright, let's see what's in this deck. Oh, good grief. Search the player's library for a card. If you search for a creature card... Oh, okay. Boy, what do we want here? There's a lot of really good cards in here. Obviously red, white. Wow. We're gonna get this one. Okay, so we'll wait for our opponent to name a card. Cards like this are so difficult in Commander because, especially when you're playing kind of an aggressive deck, you've got a million creatures, and normally you end up with a whole bunch of Haymaker creatures that, you know, somebody could really want to go after. God, what a weird looking card this is, too. And that little guy's just like, hey, Sphinx, you're an ambassador, help me with these things. I'm just a little guy. He doesn't look very interested, though, in what, you know, what he's proposing. Not interested at all. So our opponent named Achroma Angel of Wrath. We are going to use the ability, and we got the It That Betrays. And we'll send it back. So obviously our board state's looking a lot better now with a giant Eldrazi. And whenever an opponent sacrifices a non-token permanent, we get to keep it. And all of these things are non-token permanents, so this Annihilator is going to put in some work. Our opponent said it puts the entirety of MTGO cards, not just what's in your deck, which is kind of stupid. That's true. Although I guess you have to know your deck well enough to know what you can pull out. Also, a lot of people on MTGO cheat and pull up their deck list to look at what cards are in their deck, so they can, you know, try and decide what to actually look for. Or what to name, rather. Now here's an interesting card, Supreme Inquisitor. You can tap 5 untapped wizards to search through their library and start exiling cards. That guy's actually a lot of fun. Let's draw with Arcanist first. Oh, I wanted to move the Lightning Greaves over to It That Betrays. Let's go ahead and do the Sphinx Ambassador again. Let's see if we can find something nice for ourselves. Yeah, it's a shame we didn't get these moved over. I don't really want them... I mean, we just got this guy. I don't feel like losing him to Spear. Oh, actually, I guess between Sphinx and that, it would have been lethal, so... This is kind of a funny one to just pull out. Let's get this one. And they guessed the card, so we actually didn't get it. That's okay. Let's go ahead and draw off Enclave. Oh, that was a little too much. We'll just go ahead and use that for Ponder, since we already added it to the mana pool. Oh man, Temporal Adept. That's such a dirty card. In case you guys haven't noticed, this blue deck, if it gets a chance to get its legs, is a bear to deal with. And presumably not very fun. That's what I would imagine. Okay, 6. Brion Stoutarm. Still no. What? Ertai, where did you go? There. Deal with this. Here's that one thing that was interesting about Ertai is that's the erratic portal in the background. Traitorous blood. No, we're not gonna do that either. Whew, that would have been sketchy though. Good grief. Alright, well, I think at this point we're ready to go ahead and swing in there. One thing I did want to show you guys was this Supreme Inquisitor. Not many people have actually played with this guy, but I wanted to show you how ridiculous this ability can actually be. So there's the target. Tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so you're basically milling them or exiling them, but you get to just pick the cards exactly out of their library. So, let's see. Okay, Basandra, don't want to deal with that. Elish Norn, don't want to deal with that. Razia, don't want to deal with that. Greater Gargadon, don't want to deal with that. Luminarch Ascension, don't want to deal with that. And so if you can get enough wizards on the battlefield, you literally just get to pick exactly what they have to mill every turn. And with something like Mind Over Matter, especially with a lot of card draw, you have the ability to just mill sometimes 10 or 15 cards a turn directly out of their library, and you get to pick, which is pretty good. I think this may very well be the first time Ertai has ever gotten to attack in ever. So good for you, Ertai. You get that one commander damage that one time. Lightning Greaves and the spear. So we actually get the spear back, which buffs all of our creatures even more, which is funny. I'm sure that was on purpose. Anyhow, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is a deck I don't play a whole lot. Counterspell on a stick is something that people really don't like to play. It can lead to really lopsided games. At the same time, though, if I don't establish drawing power, this deck tends to fold because 4 mana for a counterspell every turn is pretty demanding. It makes it hard to develop your board, and people can sneak things in. Which can obviously be really difficult. So if you enjoyed this video, leave it a like. Let me know what you thought of this game in the comments and the deck. Of course, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. But until next time, this is Brion signing off.